So, Dean, we move up. It's the big man at 90 kilograms. 8 fights now here in the Ultimate Contender, the first of which, 8 fighters, the first 2 of which, in this case, fighting out of the red corner, James Webb from Carlson Gracie team in Essex. His opponent tonight in the blue corner, Olly Thompson in those black shorts from BST Northampton in the blue.
Now both of these fighters, Chris, are coming out debut for Olly Thompson, and James Webb has fought in MMA.
But also making his debut in K1. So both fighters transitioning to the stand-up art tonight, but I know Olly Thompson is a very skilled fighter. They took his time with his debut tonight, a lot of technical training, and I think already you're starting to see just that poise and discipline of someone who actually isn't making their first time in a high-pressure situation. These guys have been drilling for months.
Olly's doing a good job of keeping his eyes on his opponent there, covering up really well, actually. Nice combination by James.
And going 360 on that back kick, trying to hit to the body was Olly Thompson, but no avail. Nice lead knee, though, from Olly Thompson. And I think that Webb might have a power edge, but Thompson certainly at that 6'5", a definite reach advantage.
Really impressed with how he's using the reach advantage. A lot of tall fighters don't utilize it well. He's using it brilliantly with the jab and the T kick, coming in beautifully with the knee there and exiting out of the danger zone perfectly.
And seamless transitions for the young man and Olly Thompson, 21 years of age, but as I said, you wouldn't believe he's making his debut tonight.
Perfect teep there. When you go to Thailand, they show you the teep, they say punch me. You go to punch him and they'll teep you back. Olly's using that really well. As James and his opponent's coming forward, he's teeping him away, teeping the danger out and getting off strikes of his own.
And totally shutting down a lot of the offense, but James Webb, though, able to find a way in with some good aggressive movement here. Really starting to turn it on, Dean.
Oh, what beautiful body shot by James there. He's doing a good job of parrying those kicks when they come up as well from Olly. So he sensed the teep is in Olly's arsenal.
And that was an important component of this round for James Webb. I mean, you know, the opening minute and a half, I think, dictated by Olly Thompson. But I think the judges would have to concede that last 30 seconds went in favor of Thompson.
Definitely, these two fighters have definitely tested each other. There's a healthy buzz in this fight. I get the sense that these fighters are here to mandle each other out and then come to a conclusion. Also taking their time, which is not typical of people who are fairly new to any sort of fighting, particularly in this instance in K1.
And we're back, round 2. James Webb versus Olly Thompson here in our first bout of 4 in the 90-kilogram Ultimate Contender Tournament.
Nice combination there by Olly. Now the talk of the locker room with Olly with regards to his skill, he's relatively new, but he's supposed to be a very skilled fighter.
And a lot of people were expecting big things from this young man tonight. You know, looking at records, it's not always the full tale, but James Webb getting inside and showing some enthusiasm for some close quarters combat.
He's very good technically, very good at coming in, leading with the uppercut, coming home with the heavy shots over the top. James did a good job of covering up. Yes, body shot, nice. Just about to say, he needs to come out with some hooks to the body, then to the head. Go up and down stairs to make Olly think what's coming next, make him pay for coming in.
Yeah, and when you looked at round 1, that was the best shot he had that actually buckled Thompson, was that body shot there in the left corner in front of us. So backing him up against the walls of the ropes here is, I think, going to be part of his necessary preparation to come away with the W tonight, Dean.
Some real integral combinations, some good body shots there from James. Olly's seemed to have some wilts on his obliques there, the side of his stomach.
Ooh, nice axe kick attempt. That's the reach advantage showing off for the young man and Olly Thompson. But this fight, good back and forth action here, I think, and a more even round thus far, Dean.
Both these fighters are in peak form and technically brilliant. Nice turning back kick there.
That is a much better attempt at that kick. You know, so many people often mess up that kick because they don't throw it straight, Dean, in a straight line. It needs to be the type of kick that actually gains momentum by coming straight forward, much like a snappy jab. Too many guys kind of loop off and it ends up being a half-assed wheel kick. So captivating the crowd here, though, with some back and forth action is James Webb with a verbal approval, but 10 seconds to go.
Heavy combinations there by James. Olly comes out with an answer of his own right at the bell.
And a very educated performance from these two. Both trying to put a definitive mark on the end there, Dean, but how do you see it? That was definitely the closest round yet of this fight.
Definitely hard to score, and what stands out to me is these fighters being relatively new to the K1 game, you would not think that watching this fight.
Yeah, a blistering pace, each trying to kickstart and punch that ticket to round 2 in the semifinals. I think round 3 may be the deciding factor, Dean. And a great show of sportsmanship here in this matchup here at Contenders EA. And some real poise, a lot on the line tonight, Dean, with 1,000 pounds.
Indeed, that's a nice payday, particularly for this. Oh, nice. Just we've already seen a knockout from that kick this evening, Chris. Nice body shots going up top. Beautiful combinations by James Webb.
And I like how he went up and then down and then down and then up. Throughout this fight, that's been his most effective tool set. But I feel like Webb has got to make this round decisive in his favor. One could argue he lost the first round. The second was close. I think he needs to really stamp down on this guy and Olly Thompson and cut his movement down and avoid being too one-dimensional with just those body and head shots, Dean. He's got to back it up with kicks, which he did very nicely there with a right round kick.
Both these fighters, James and Olly, have shown their potential, shown their skill set, but they need to put a full stop on the end of it. They need to put some power in the kicks, the punches. They really need to do some damage here to win this decision decisively if it goes to the judges or perhaps engage in a knockout.
Ooh, good clinch awareness from Mr. Webb. And yeah, you get the feeling like Thompson's able to really double up to the inside leg. I like he's got that little tie hop going on, where he telegraphs movement with his lead leg and doesn't let you know exactly where it's going to end up going. But a powerful right kick in response from Webb.
Nice tee, followed by left hand up from Olly. Returned by some body shots by Webb.
And a good barrage coming in from Webb. He's cut down now the movement of Thompson, but Thompson returning fire. A nice reply.
Heavy right hand there by Olly. Like to see James Webb mix up these shots, come on the inside, then come up with something powerful, decisive, perhaps an uppercut to a left hook. Nice right hand there by Olly.
And Olly Thompson holding to the game plan, being a threat anywhere he can with kicks and punches. Webb probably displaying a little bit more power in that round, but will it be the discipline of Olly Thompson that pays off in this decision?
Arguably, the perception of this fight could go either way. They're both enthusiastic, both skilled fighters. Both came for landing some damage. I'd lean more towards Olly, landing some more decisive kicks, some good distance at setting up the punches with his jab, on making James stay on the end of his punch, but we'll see what the judges have in hand.
Well, ladies and gents, give it up for both of these guys, kicking off our under 90 kilos category. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Moving on to the semi-finals.